Om Swamiji. Today's question is, at what age should one begin the study of Vedanta?
In my opinion, one should begin studying Vedanta or pursuing spirituality in one's mid-20s. Maybe a couple of years earlier, but ideally around the mid-20s would be the best time to start pursuing spirituality. The reason I'm saying is, so when one is young, one has the whole life to look forward to. And then Vedanta really gives, Vedanta or spirituality, I use the words interchangeably. It really gives one the right kind of priorities that one should have in one's life. So at that age, one has more time also available. And the weight of one's samskaras or responsibilities, that is also lesser. Vedanta is a lifelong journey. And the transformation process happens slowly. When one starts later, then one's opinions are also very crystallized. And then it is not easy to change one's opinions or the way one looks at life at a later point. It's not impossible, but it's that much more difficult. But if one starts early, then the mind could be molded easier. And then one could structure one's life based on this teaching. So this is the reason one should ideally start in the mid-20s. It doesn't mean that if one has missed out starting early in one's life, one should not start later. It's always better late than never. And one should start as soon as one finds an inclination towards spirituality and not postpone it. Sometimes we find people have this assumption that spirituality is something that should be pursued in one's old age. So let me finish with all my material desires and then pursue spirituality when I'm retired. So when I'm older, when my responsibilities are lesser. Actually, that would be a tragedy because we don't know how long we're going to be around. And another reason is Vedanta teaches you how to live one's life. And you don't learn how to live your life after finishing living it. So finishing to live it. So after retirement, I have lived my life. So learning how to live my life after retirement. So that is not a very intelligent thing to do. So that is why the earlier one starts, the more time one has to apply the wisdom in one's life. And also enjoy the wisdom for a longer duration. So if one does not have the spiritual knowledge, then you struggle your whole life without the spiritual knowledge. And even if you happen to get it at a later point, the time you can enjoy this wisdom is very less. So the earlier one gets this wisdom, the longer one can enjoy, and one has ample opportunity to also apply it in one's life. So this is why, in my opinion, learning Vedanta or pursuing spirituality should be done as early as possible. Ideally, around the mid-20s. Not earlier than that also, because the mind is not ready to appreciate these abstract ideas. A little worldly experience also is helpful. So that is why mid-20s is a great time to start.
Thank you so much, Swami.
So, and also, Vedanta requires a lot of thinking. So it requires a lot of mental energy. That is also there at a younger age. When one gets older, because of the struggle one has undergone, one is also burnt out to a certain extent. So you don't have that kind of mental capacity to, the intellectual capacity to assimilate and think. So which reduces with age. So that is another reason one needs to start.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.